everyone to Quick Devos with Mick. So, this morning I was just thinking of all the crazy things I've done in my life, and I was just remembering that disastrous time I was on Jeopardy. It went a bit something like this. Yes, Alex, I will take swords for 500. Do you mean S words? But anyways, one of the major S words that we hear all the time as church is salvation. And it's big and it's a massive word, but we never know really what it means. Because very often it's one of those Christianese words that we hear all the time that no one knows what it means. And so, I wanted to talk about it briefly today. And so, salvation is kind of a three-part thing. Saved, and saved. Which seems like I've just said exactly the same thing because that's what I did. But here's the thing. We are currently saved right now. When God saves us, you are saved in the present. It's called being justified. That means you are made just in the sight of God, who is our ultimate judge. After that, you're being saved, but really being saved, which is what we call sanctification. It is God that is saving you gradually. So you are made just, but God is making you holier. The word sanctification is the exact same word that we use in French for saint, which means to set apart. In English, we say holy, right? It's the same root. And so we are made holy throughout our lives. And then, when we are saved, we have this confirmation and this assurance that we will be saved, which is what we call glorification, which means that when we die, we will be made clean and saved and spared from the fires of death. But the reality is that we are saved from God, from His judgment, because we are guilty as sinners. We are saved by God. It is God that pays the price for us to be able to be saved, and we are saved for God. We are saved to glorify Him because we are created to worship. And if you look at society today and you look at your friends and your family and really at everyone, you always worship something. The heart needs to worship. And so whether it be your job, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your friends at school, money, anything, whatever is the most important on your heart, that is what you worship. And God created us for that. But He created us to worship Him. And after the fall in the garden, we started worshiping everything else, because in the garden we chose to worship ourselves first and foremost. And so what we have is this beautiful picture of God saying, I'm going to save you and I'm going to allow you to live this full life where you worship what you were meant to worship. Where I will make you clean and I will make you holy and separate you from the rest and make you more like Jesus every single day. And ultimately, you will walk fully in what you were created for. And so I hope that you've learned at least a bit about this massive word that you're going to keep hearing without explanation at church all the time. But it is important now that you know. And so I hope that you've taken notes, and if you haven't taken notes, maybe go back through it and write those other big words I've used, like justification, sanctification, and glorification, because those are also words that you're going to hear all the time. But ultimately, it is all linked to sanctification and salvation. And so that is the most important S word that you're going to use, and not swords. So, on this note, God bless, and have a wonderful day.